Good morning, everyone. This is Channel 15 News. I'm Taco.
And I'm Man.
Usually, we have a variety of news for you, but today, all of our stories have one common point: Africa.
Yes, today we have strange occurrences throughout television, all surrounding the theme of the continent, Africa.
Our first story, on Just Judgment today, there was a trial with a Congo man, suing the King of Belgium. Here's the clip.
Has taken a stand. Order. The case of Leopold versus Congo begins. Our first witness, the defendant, Mr. Leopold of Belgium. Please take a stand.
Mr. Leopold, could you state your name, where you're from, and your occupation?
I am the King of Belgium.
Is it true that you took over Congo?
Yes.
Is it also true that you exported all of its copper, rubber, and ivory?
Yes, I did.
Did you also make the citizens work by force?
Yes, I am the king and I have that power.
Did you, Mr. Leopold, also cut off their hands when they don't make a certain demand of yours?
It was their fault. They should have met that goal.
They didn't get paid, Your Highness.
So?
So, you forced them to work in these conditions with no pay and cut off their arms, you selfish moron.
Objection!
Sustained.
She called my client a moron.
Hold your tongue. Continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. Alright, Mr. Leopold. So why did you pull out in 1908?
My government forced me.
So you're saying that if your government did not force you, you would have still continued what you did?
Well, it's not like they would have done a better job themselves.
No further question, Your Honor.
Mr. Toffee, you may now proceed with questioning.
Mr. Leopold, what did your government do after they took power?
Well, they just stopped the hand cutting. And it's not like the Congo people like them. Well, they still hate us, you see.
So it wasn't your fault, since they still hate you, no matter what. It wasn't your fault.
Yeah.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Leopold, you may now step down. Mr. Congo, you may now take the stand.
Mr. Congo, would you tell us what your name is and where are you from?
My name is unimportant since I am just a laborer from Congo. Oh, can I have a cup of water?
Yes, wait a Mr. Congo, would you mind telling us what happened to your hand?
My arm got cut off because I did not make the king's demands.
No further question, Your Honor.
Mr. Taco, you may now proceed with questioning.
Were you a hard worker?
Yes, I was.
Then why did you not meet the demand?
You expect me to work when they would beat and mutilate me?
What?
You really expect me to work in force and fear?
What?
I did not choose to live there. The king took over my country and forced us to work. He beat and mutilated us when we can't even work at all. Even if the government did not take over, still they would take our goods and beat us.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Has the jury reached their verdict?
After much thinking and a lot of discussion, we need some more time for this very unusual and complicated case. Thank you.
The trial ended in the jury finding the King of Belgium guilty.
But unfortunately, we have no right to prosecute him whatsoever since, you know, he is the king.
Yeah.
But in the world of sport, we have a special occasion today.
Indeed. Today we had the Scramble for Africa. It was a race to gain the land of the continent. The race was sponsored by the King of Belgium himself. By taking over the country, it made other European countries yearn for the resources of Africa.
Here's our live reporter on the scene of the race.
So I'm here today, live at the scene of the Scramble for Africa. Let's go interview some of our great racers. Hey, Britain. So how's the weather today? Do you think you're going to win?
Yes, it is cold.
Oh, I see. So, France, what are your views on this race? Do you think it's a very hard race?
No, I'm gonna win.
Portugal, are you very confident in winning this race?
We're gonna win! We're gonna win!
Germany, did you go through any special training to win this race?
Germany.
Okay. Do you think you're going to be the winner of this race, Italy?
I'm the winner.
Okay. You must be very confident.
Do it.
So, Belgium, what do you think is the outcome of today's race? Who do you think are the best runners? No clue, eh? So, Spain, are you aiming for any specific territory of Africa?
Well, you know, we had this conference back then. It's called like the Berlin Conference. It's in Berlin, Germany, I think. Well, it doesn't matter.
Mhm.
But they like made us share the continent because they didn't want any blood loss. So, like basically, some of us is gonna win something. Depends on our race area. But you know, well, the Africans doesn't have any say in it, but we all do, since you know.
That's very interesting. Okay. So, the race is about to begin now. Let me just explain a few things on this race, you see. Whoever finishes first gets the biggest portion of the land from Africa. And anything else, they still get portions of the land, but it's not as much.
Damn, you're sexy.
Sorry, we're seeming to have some technical difficulties, but we'll move on to the race. The runners are getting ready. Everybody, on your mark, get set, go! Oh, Britain in dead first! And others, the other staggering leaders are going through. Oh, it's an intense